Well, I think that knowledge is the most valuable resource on the planet. I think that when humans are able to understand things, they're able to then perform some action, right? So as simple as learning, if you take a human brain and you add the knowledge of being able to create fire, suddenly that human is now able to use fire. And I mean, this translates all the way through. It's from learning how to drive to learning how to do math, how to program a computer. Every single thing that sort of makes us unique as a species relates strongly to our ability to manipulate knowledge. And knowledge is not this abstract thing. It's a very concrete, it's sort of a subset of computer programs. If you sort of think of the human brain as a computer, a special kind of computer, and then you think of knowledge as the type of computer program that goes into this computer, then using this knowledge, which is sort of a model for some sort of set of actions for this computer, some sort of instructions that this computer can sort of carry out, then this computer, the human, can then go out and do various things. And so while we can start with things like fire, discoveries like agriculture, where sort of the creation of new knowledge that enabled the species to get better and progress. And so throughout our history, our progress is very tied to our ability to manipulate knowledge. Sort of like the big technological advances that we see, things like language and writing, the printing press, and the internet. These are all information technologies that have allowed us to sort of manipulate and spread bits around faster, but more importantly than that, have enabled humans and human brains to work with knowledge in different ways. So it's not just about sending information and spreading it, it's also specifically about how humans interact with and use knowledge. So language was a way to exchange knowledge from one human to another. Writing was a way to store knowledge into the world. The printing press was a way to copy knowledge very cheaply and efficiently. And then now the internet today allows us to send knowledge across the globe really, really quickly. So the big question is, what will be sort of the next technology that will speed up humanity in this way? Like that will, and my big guess is that it will be this kind of knowledge technology, some sort of invention, some sort of thing that will enable us to learn knowledge faster and take action with it. So from that, after sort of looking at how I and other people manipulate knowledge, I realized that like one of the biggest bottlenecks today is in how we are able to extract knowledge from the world. And that we might be presented with textbooks or lectures or other people that have very valuable knowledge, but our intake of that knowledge is very slow at the moment and is very haphazard and sort of almost like not quite a random walk through knowledge, but because we have classes and universities and colleges and books that sort of provide a kind of like a tour through the world of knowledge. But it's not as efficient as it could be, right? So I want to have sort of like directions, have a very well-charted map of knowledge with directions explicitly for taking me from point A to point B in knowledge.